Hello there, I am back with Silksong again. I honestly thought I wouldn't be streaming today because I got home and then I fell asleep after a little bit, so I don't really have much time left, but I suppose we can do a short stream. We have some things we want to clean up out in the world anyway. So a short stream like this might be just what we need for that, although... assuming that this yeah, if this goes anything like that other stream where we... try to clean a couple of things out in places that we'd already been, then this could easily turn into something where we explore like 5 new areas that just happen to exist where we had explored before. And well, if that's how it goes, then that's how it goes. We will continue the exploration another time. But yes, I think we've neglected a lot of side quests for a while. Yeah, we're like right here in the area where we can do the main quests. However, I do think we should go and do some side quests. We've got a new movement ability, so we can definitely do at least one thing that we have been wanting to do for a while. And that was not falling off this platform. That was not actually part of the plan. I'm not going in the correct direction, I think. I didn't mean to go to the top right part of this room. I wanted to go up, but then I ran past the actual direction I was meant to go. Right? I don't think I want to be in this whole screen at all, actually. Wait, but no, this is too far left. Isn't it? Oh no, maybe it isn't. Where did I drop down from? I swear I, like, dropped down from up above to get here. Right? Yeah, I like, dropped through a chasm. We entered here through Whiteward, and I'm pretty sure this was, like, a path that I connected up through a floor, but we didn't come down from here. And I do remember falling through some sort of ceiling gap, but that's not over here to the right, is it? I don't think it... Yeah, no, this is an entirely separate room. I mean, I guess if needed, I can run all the way to the left. We might have to do that, although, if we're going to be doing that, I think it's probably faster to just... Yeah, hold on, what am I even doing? Going to the top right part of this large room serves my purposes just fine. We simply want to get to the Baleway. Although... Maybe I should go to the Songclave? Maybe I should go there. Oh, and this is the elevator I want. Maybe I should go to the Songclave, because there is that one rosary quest that I could do there. But yeah, I'm thinking I should go back to Haunted Bellheart. I feel like the wish wall there might have some things for us to do. We, of course, need to give the Hunter's Journal to Nu, or show Nu that we completed it. This is a long elevator wait, isn't it? I imagine I've been down there. Yes, I have. Yeah, so we can give Nu the Hunter's Journal. What? The elevator doesn't get blocked off. That's interesting. I guess the walls just serve that purpose. There was probably some sort of tunnel here that we've been in. Who knows? Right, yeah. So we can give Nu the Hunter's Journal. We've also got quests for, like, just hunting around... hunting around in the Coral Chambers, for example. I think I'll prioritize the earlier game areas right now. But then if we happen to have time left over and energy, I think I'll explore... perhaps the Coral Chambers for a bit more. Although, well, if I'm gonna be doing that, I might as well go to the top left part. Oh my goodness, I love that music. Whenever we enter that area, it's... I always forget that it's going to happen, and then I run through a screen for 2 seconds and the music starts building up, and I remember that that's the place with the music that expands in your ears. I don't know how else to describe it, but it certainly sounds very wondrous. Oh, is the music here the same that's on the title screen? No, I don't think so. It just got a similar sort of feeling to it, I suppose. Yeah, let's not keep the Bell Beast waiting. They're very excited to get going. We want to go... I guess first of all I should go to Greymore. I think the stag, or the Bellway station should be right near Krieg's halfway home house. Which one is it? It's also interesting calling it that, because isn't a halfway, like, one of those terms is what this little inn is called, and the other one, I believe, like, isn't that meant to mean a house that that houses, like, youths who have fallen in rough times, like drug addicts and such? Is that not what that means? Actually, let me Google that. Halfway home? A TV series? No, that's not what we want. How about the term? Halfway house. A halfway house is a type of prison or institute intended to teach or reteach the necessary skills for people to reintegrate into society. Yeah, there we go. So halfway house is that, but that's not what this place is. This is halfway home, which seems to be just this nice, pleasant inn in the middle of this Greymoor area. Very different meanings, which is why I have been trying to correct myself to use the correct term. But they are so similar, like house and home. Come on. So, we want to go talk to Nu. First things first. Nu, I have a bunch of quests for you. Oh no, is this where the funny thing from the trailer happens? Nu, I have completed your request, recording many creatures of Farloom in the journal. Yeah, many, not all. 100 was just what Nu wanted, not all the creatures that exist. Ooh, mama, look here at the marvelous beasts and bugs, all listed so beautifully. Miss Grown Up, so many creatures now you have cut and beat and smashed. Their essences linger on you, their scents mixing with your own. Ooh, ma, Nu simply must simply for herself. Uh-oh. Can I was very curious if this would be something that's like prompted by quick time action, like, or, you know, if you could choose to not do this by simply hitting the attack button or not. But no. Wow, the forbidden taste. Nu understands, ma. To sup on such a fierce predator's juices would be divine, but it's not right to do. Such behavior is unfriendly. Nu, you are very weird. Nu's wish to see many fine beasts, though. Miss Grown Up, you have surely granted it. All of Nu's thanks goes to you. All of your thanks. Surely you have more wishes, like finding all of the creatures. Nu, Keen Hunter. Grant Nu's wish. That's an achievement. Awesome. Nu's wish. It is granted, but Miss Grown Up will continue cutting creatures and adding them to our journal, of course. I will. Knowing a creature's form and habits is an advantage that can decide the outcome of a battle. Recording these details is worth the effort. And we get to see insights into the lore and Hornet's mind by seeing all the comments. I just didn't read your last bit of dialogue there. I'm sorry. Tool pouch upgraded. That's... what does that do again? I don't think that's the damage upgrade. I think that's probably the, like, carrying capacity upgrade. I imagine we can carry more shell shards now. Yeah, look at that. Out of 700. Each upgrade seems to give increase our cap by 100 shell shards. Right, we also got a Cogheart piece last time. I don't exactly remember where we got it, but that's certainly something. We still haven't found the third key for the slab. The key of the apostate. I suppose there could also be a fourth key, but we know for sure of a third key. Last time we also got a new quest, but I'm still not exactly inclined to use any other quest than the Hunters. The Hunters quest is just so fun. Oh, look at the way that the Silk Eaters wiggle when you highlight them in the menu. Of course, the Rosaries don't do that because they are not alive. Incredible. Oh, and we also got a new quest for getting all sorts of different meals. I think I didn't write that NPC's name down, but we have a quest from them. Why is this still highlighted? Oh, well, I mean, we have learned it, yes. I guess it's just here to keep track of that. These are the 3 things that we're working on, and one of them is done. And it's glowing, I think? Yeah, it's definitely glowing. So it does highlight that it's... it does highlight even before you hover over it in the menu that has been completed. Right, pale oil. That was another big thing that we wanted to do back here. Yeah, I don't quite know how to get these delicacies. I mean, we have mossberries, but how do I get the mossberry stew? My current best idea is that I go to the druid and we'll see what the druid has to say, although I don't even know if we have enough mossberries for such a thing. The Wandering Merchant. Search for traces of the merchant Jubilana and track her location. That's in Coral Chambers. Find Pins is also in the Coral Chambers, I believe. Silver bells in the Belvane tunnels above and below Bellheart. Maybe we should go do that. Let's maybe start off with the Pinmaster's Oil. Hold on, Nu, have you got anything else to say? Hello? Miss Grown Up has hunted much, so soon it's time for Nu to venture out, she thinks. Keep your sights keen, for to meet in the wilds would be a delight. That's right, I had forgotten, but yeah, we met Nu in the chamber where we defeated Sister Sibling, and we haven't found Nu anywhere. Oh, look at the cute wave! But we haven't seen Nu anywhere else, which is just interesting. I imagine I've missed them, or maybe I haven't, yeah. Maybe I still can find Nu in those places. Very cool. Nu is so cute until you actually pay attention to what Nu says. And then things get slightly concerning. Hello, Craig. Bartender, I've been tasked to acquire a nectar of significant age. Would you retain any such drink? Okay, so we're asking about that meal quest. After the finer stuff, eh? Sure, I might have a few vessels left, but I can't be selling them cheap. The shells in my cellar are the last left in Farloom. Once they're gone, no bug will ever taste such sweetness again. Oh, buddy, I don't have that kind of money. Okay. For now, bartender, I cannot spare so many rosaries. Suit yourself. Maybe you'd rather pour of the cheap stuff. Give your shell a kick before you head out into the Blighted Lands. You know what? Why not? I still think that only gives me silk. You'd usually imagine Wow, that didn't even give me that much. You'd usually imagine that this sort of thing would like fill you up to full health and then give you a tiny bit of extra health or something like that. That's how beds at inns tend to work in video games, I would say. Interesting that this just gives you silk and not even that much. You visited them pens up above here, miss? Horrid place, once all about growing meat or some such. Meant to keep us morbugs living and working, it's told. Yeah, you were talking about Sinner's Road with all the maggots and roaches? Yeah. That damned place is long gone to the hunting, and now the meat's running feral and free. I don't know, they still have tenders and they're in cages, actually. I've been there. Thinking again on the vintage nectar? My price might seem steep, but I assure you, the few finer bugs of past used to pay a lot more. Right. Well, I have to say, I don't no, I already bought a drink. I don't exactly relish the idea of, you know, squandering these like last traces of some incredible meals and tastes on that one snobby guy in the coral chambers. I don't exactly think that they should be getting to drink the last of that nectar and all that. Especially when we have to pay so much for it. But I guess we are still going to get something out of it. They are hiding another pin seed oil, something like that. So I suppose it's worth it. What is this? What is that marker all about? I think Belhart isn't exactly that far away, so maybe I should run through here. I could even use this elevator to get up to that vertical path. And by this elevator, I mean this one here that I just ran past. Symbols. Also, hold on. Before I get into that elevator, I want to very quickly look at the signs that were hanging around this area. Because this to the left is the halfway... Oh god, which one is it again? Home? I think so. Is that. And this other very similar symbol is... Like, what is that? What does that even mean? Because to the right, we've got, you know, the water area. What is it? The water mound? The place with the craws. And I don't exactly know what to make of it. Because, like, what would this symbol really indicate that? I guess I don't quite care enough to run all the way to the water mound just to find that out. So this will remain a mystery until I happen to find out or care enough to investigate it deeper on purpose. We've flown up there, I believe. Yeah, I think that led to just to that one flea on the left. Well, perhaps other things also. Now, the halfway home didn't have... what did it not have? I love starting a sentence and forgetting what I was going to say. It didn't have a wishing wall. It most certainly didn't have one of those things. Now, why was I suspicious of this? Why did I add a marker here? It did not have fruit punch. It did not have that. It does sell drinks though. It sells some kind of mead. It sells a cheap kind and then a very expensive kind, which I can't afford. And also the cheap kind isn't very useful. I'm thirsty. Can you get me some? I can't. Well, I could get the one that costs 10 rosaries, but I'm not sure. But, you know, I drink it and then I get more spider webs. I get more cobwebs in my silk vessel. So I like, is it actually liquid or are we just like drinking cobwebs? I'm not sure. I don't know if we want to be drinking that. I do want to be drinking this water though. Pat, what? I didn't even make you lose the game. Well, I did now. But you can't be saying Pat without me causing someone to lose the game. You want cobweb drink? Fine. We'll go. How many rosaries do I have? Just barely over 100, I'd say. 145. All right, I'll go buy another cobweb drink. Actually, no, we just ran away from there. That's like half the map away. What are we doing here? A locked bell home. Call out? Oh, that's right. A mysterious person is in here. Unless you've brought a worthy specimen. Great Yarnaby, that's right. I say that's right, but I only know that that's your name, and you've shouted that same thing out to me before. We haven't heard anything else about them. I'm really taking the fig on a roller coaster of whether or not we're gonna go back to buy that drink. Why is this marker here and not all the way to the left? Did I not have the map for this place then? Perhaps. Well, we've updated the marker location. This is where the Great Yarnaby is. Fine, okay, I will. Like, today's stream is just me messing around anyway, going back to do side quests. because I don't have too much time to stream. So you know what? Fine. We can go. Actually, I'll heal before, so we can actually see the silk that it gets us. Yeah, wow, this isn't very far at all. I'm always surprised. I don't know, I've talked about this several times before. I'm always surprised how fast you can get back. Have I talked to you? I've talked to someone here, but I don't know if that was you. I'm pretty sure that other person left. Aged Pilgrim. 'Tis a blessed bit of luck to find this place, eh, sister? The climbs proved harder than even my best guessing, but there's still some vigor left in these old limbs. Doubly so now that I have a belly full of nectar. Yes, that's actually what we're here for. Might have taken me a beat to build up the courage, but I can feel it closer now. The Citadel calling me up. Yeah, that's not exactly a good thing. What are you sing about? A hearth stoked hot, far looms warmth. Pretty sure we've heard those words before. To sit, to rest, to stop? Yes, that's what you're doing. Yes, well, I'm pretty sure you have the same needling dialogue that that other person had. Anyway, Fig, here we go. We're gonna purchase... No, not that one. We can't afford that. Not the vintage nectar. But we will get the cheap stuff. 10 rosaries. Everyone can get that. Nectar is near. It sure is. Even that guy sang about it. Look at that. Extra spider silk. Like 2 notches. You can get that much by hitting like 3 enemies, but definitely worth it to pay 10 rosaries for. Well, now that I've run all the way back... Oh, son, hold on a minute. We also wanted to visit the flea troop, the flea caravan. They've had a new room for ages, or a new cart thing. I don't know. We rescued a flea ages ago. Hello? Hold on. I appear to have been ambushed by a boss all of a sudden. The flea caravan will have to wait. Okay, so this is where the boss is. I had caught glimpses of the fact that there's seemingly a boss somewhere in here. How did I, do you not show up when you run through here first? Because you were... What? There's no way I just missed you. You're in the middle of this big, huge room. But maybe I did just, always happen to go around this room. That would be crazy if so. No, I must have run through here. I remember this room. What the hell? Okay. I'm gonna... Wait, I don't even need to heal. Oh, it was you who took damage. I mean, I realized it was you who took damage. I just thought I also did. That was such a intense flash of the screen. Why am I jumping into enemies? If I hadn't gotten the health upgrades I have, I would be almost dead now. Ouch. Well, I would be dead now without the health upgrades. Ugh. I can't believe it, dude. There's just a boss sitting here all of a sudden. Well, I'm glad that it... Oh, whoops. I'm dead anyway. I'm glad that it wasn't due to my own lack of exploration of secrets that I missed this boss. Apparently, they're very obviously sitting in the middle of a big room. Flea market? It's a flea caravan more so, but they might be selling something? I'm not sure. It's been ages since I was there last. Right, I'm not trying to get murdered by flying mites. Excuse me. Get over here. Thank you. I need silk to heal. I mean, we can get silk from our cocoon also, but... No, you must give me my stuff back. I think I'll keep that silk. Actually, I won't heal yet. I'll heal when I take more damage. Should be fine. Ouch. Yes, this is me taking more damage. Let's heal. I do... Whoa! Can't believe it didn't hit me there. I do wonder if at some point we will, make our heal stronger, so that one heal will heal more masks. That would be nice. Love how casual I am about being attacked by a boss. I mean, it's not like it's our first boss that we've ever fought. You kind of just expect to fight enemies in Silksong. But yeah, that is kind of funny. Oh, I appear to have been ambushed by a horrible bird creature. Well, it's not a bird because we're bugs, but... Actually, could this be big enough to actually be a real bird? I don't know how big Hornet is. How many centimeters tall is Hornet? Ouch, I'm a fool. And I would be close to death if we didn't have health upgrades. Oh, stop shooting things at me that deal double damage. Why does every enemy love doing that? Well... Oh! What is that maneuver? Oh my god. Well... We're dead anyway. What was I talking about? The flea market, that's right. Or the flea caravan. Flea master Mushka's caravan. And we need to go there. And I was going there, but then we got bird attacked. Or a craw attacked? Whatever. What's your name again? Did the boss tell us their name? Did they have a polite introduction? I don't know about that. Oh! Oh, that's right. You're a bird, so you don't fall onto me. Morwing, that's what your name is. Yeah. I think I saw a tiny glimpse of this boss. Oh, that was a cool poke. Ah, stop it! I think I saw a tiny glimpse of this boss, like both the way they look like and their name. So that's why I thought they'd be in this area, because, well, they are in this area. And this place very much looks like Morwing, because it is. Incredibly astute observations, I know. Not many people could figure this out, that because this place looks like Greymore and has an enemy named Morwing, that this boss would be found here. Their name was Jerry? Whose name? Oh, the boss's name. Right. It could still be. Morwing sounds like it might be more of a title, you know? Like, that might be what people call them. I guess that's what a name is. You know what? Doesn't matter. We can call it... we can call them Jerry. What is happening? I accidentally used my soul for a grappling move. I don't understand the way these move. No, stop it! I'm being horribly bullied by this boss. I kind of hate that I have health upgrades, because then it feels cheap whenever I don't die. Not that we're having that issue right now. Yeah, I don't know, I kind of hate getting upgrades, because then I will always wonder, like, you know, but I want to get the feeling of doing the whole game without the upgrades. But we're also trying to 100% it. So I think we'll have to just leave these sorts of things for challenge runs. Hello, funny mites. I'm gonna pogo on you. Well, I did pogo on you and then I got hit. Stop flying away, whatever. Where's my cocoon? Oh, give it. Give it back. Okay, watch this. We're gonna not get hit. It would be awesome to just first try a boss and never get hit once. It would be awesome if I could pull that off ever. But you see, the issue with dying once to a boss means that that's never... You know, you can never do that again. You can never first try the boss again if you get hit. So I think it's never gonna happen for me. Ugh. I should be using my tools, maybe? Whoa, watch out for those. Especially since... Whoops, our tools deal a bunch of damage, and we have a poison effect. I guess I don't actually know if my tools deal a bunch of damage. Why did I just run into the boss? That's a very silly maneuver to do. I feel like I'm really throwing this fight. Ah! Enemies just love doing attacks that either deal double damage or deal 2 hits, which effectively ends up being double damage anyway. Hello? Right, you're gonna be doing those spinny throws now. I will heal. Ow! That's not even a spinny throw. I just broke the sign. No one will ever know that the Bellway station's this way now. I need to be pogoing on you, not jumping into and taking damage. I'm gonna heal. Otherwise, we'll die. There we go. Pogoing like that. Look at this. You just do that, and then you jump over the attack, and it's so easy. It's so easy. No reason to ever get hit by this boss. Unless you do something like that. Hold on. Can we get away from this narrow tunnel? That doesn't seem like a very good place to fight. I like how these turn around. I don't like how you... Well, I don't like how I just jumped into you. What was it? The flea caravan. Right. We need to go back there, and we also need to go upgrade our needle. With the pinseed oil, or whatever that was called. Oh, okay. I definitely shouldn't be dying nearly as much to this boss, but that's fine. And again, a bench is right next to the boss. I don't know what people are talking about when they mean that the runbacks are super long. I feel like they must be like missing benches, or they just like what, running through a couple of rooms is so tough that you feel like it's like hindering your experience of running back to a boss. I don't know. Again, maybe I haven't gotten to those parts of the game yet where it really is bad. Whoops, that's not the correct move to do. But again, well, like, I don't know, I feel like we've seen a decent part of the game already. We haven't seen anywhere near 40 bosses, which I believe this game is meant to have 40 bosses. So, who knows? Or over 40 bosses? They said some sort of number in the trailer somewhere, I swear. And it could be that a bunch of them are like upgraded versions of older bosses, or maybe they count the enemy arenas. I don't quite know. Ugh. Oh, I turned around. I kind of meant to throw that tool. Oh, you throw 2 of those. Got it. Right, and those will do a bit of a bounce. You throw 2 buzzsaws and then they... Wait, are those actual buzzsaws? Hold on. I don't think we've seen actual buzzsaws before. We've seen, like, cogs. Yeah, we've seen cogs that look like those. I guess these might not be buzzsaws. They might just be, like, funny spinning feathers or something. Something of the sort. Wait, this time you didn't throw 2, so they didn't bounce around. That's interesting. But you did throw them in a funny curve, like you throw the bouncy ones. Oh, what is that? Funny throwing pattern. I'm gonna heal over here. They wouldn't toss a buzzsaw at someone while we're healing. And you're dead. I'm not happy about how many deaths that took me. That was a bit silly. I suppose it is the start of a playing session, but still, quite silly. Beast shard. Oh, hold on, you have an entry, that's right. Morwing. Winged might beast, bred large to catch workers who once tried to flee their tasks. With its wranglers long dead, the Moorwings stalk the towers of Greymore, feasting on passing pilgrims and tenders alike. Well, that was Moorwing. I should have tried playing the needle into you. Oh well. Too late for that now. Yeah, did we really just, like, only get, like, a shell shard container from you? What? That's odd. I mean, I guess we got the fun of beating the boss. It's just interesting. I feel like Silksong has fewer rewards for bosses and secrets. A lot of the time it seems to be that the reward is doing the thing itself. I don't know. Maybe I'm just misremembering Hollow Knight, because Hollow Knight also certainly has a bunch of rewards that are just geo. But shell shards feel even more useless. And I guess geo isn't useless, it's just not very exciting as a unique item. Whatever. It's not like it's a problem. The boss, like, just the fact that you get to do a boss, I would say is plenty of a reward in itself. So I guess all you really need is a symbolic reward. Which I suppose the shell shard container works fine as. Okay, let's go down to the flea caravan and let's see what that new room can do. Or not new room, new vehicle. New flea that we rescued here, and we might get some other reward for rescuing a bunch more fleas also. Flea caravan, hello. Right. Greetings again, Sir Flea. I see you were able to unite safely with this caravan.
Oh yes, all thanks to you, dear sweet you. Hehe, the flea master, that old board, tells me to call you Miss Hornet, but such a prickly name ill befits such a delicate beauty. Shall I call you something prettier, like Nectar Sweet, my dear?
Nectar? We've been trying to get that from Craig. You shall not. Address me by my name or not at all. Hell yeah, Hornet.
Of course. Hehe.
And, wait, Hornet, hold on. That was an appropriate response to that, but also a whole bunch of other people have been calling us by not our name. We've been called Red Maiden, we've been called Child Wielding Needle, we've been called some other fun names. I really love the nicknames that people call Hornet actually. Oh, and that's a thing that I actually wanted to talk about. Chakra calls us Child Wielding Needle, and then when Chakra introduced herself to us, she also said, I am Chakra, wielding rings. So I think it's very cool that it seems like in Chakra's like warrior-like culture, attaching what sort of weapon you wield to your name is almost like that's just part of your name. It's like your last name is just what you wield. I think that's a very neat lore aspect, I suppose.
And now I shall let you in on my little secret. My carriage doubles as a soothing spa, you see. It is most ingenious. The water inside is piping hot and purer than a psalm. I'd gladly let you soak inside for a modest fee.
How modest? 10? Sure. 10 rosaries.
Thank you. I'll treasure these sweet-smelling rosaries dearly. Now don't be shy. Step inside.
Alright. Now, what will this do? Give me silk back? This is probably just like a hot spring in Hollow Knight, I'd imagine. It would presumably also heal me. I don't know why I would pay 10 rosaries for such a thing, though. Like, does this somehow fill me up even more than I usually could? Doesn't seem to. It's just a hot spring. Have you got a secret in here somewhere that I could find? Also, is this an upside-down bell? I think it is. Of course, everything's a bell in this game. Yeah, what? There really doesn't seem much point to that.
Dodeshna, dear one, Dodeshna. Have you returned to use Kratz?
No, I haven't. I don't want to use the spa again.
I think you'd find the waters inside delectably soothing if you'd only reconsider.
I don't think so. Oh, look at the flea start barking. Are you singing, like, praises to yourself? I guess not. The flea of Fizo, yes. Wow. Well, you're full of yourself. Goodbye. I don't know that I like having rescued you. Oh, this place has a bench. That's nice. Yeah, I like how the fleas start freaking barking. Join our company, moving free. All fleas must find us. The ritual beckons, the road is long. We live and die and roam as one. The ritual. Again, sort of... Again, sort of reminiscent of the Grim Troop. You're not gonna sacrifice all these fleas in some sort of ritual at the end, are you? Sort of like how the Grubfather eats the grubs.
Look here, all the lively fleas flock to our caravan. Thanks to you and your hunting, our numbers grow grand. Mayhap, in time, we could crew to match even those caravans of our fabled past.
To see so many safe is a welcome sight, Flea Master. Their playful cheer suggests you are a fine steward for the swelling troop.
Such kind words, Miss Hornet. How lucky we are to have found a friend so fair. But now we must away. These moors have been our host long enough. It is time to climb and hoist toward drier caves.
Oh, they do move again. I was wondering if they would just stay here.
Good friend to fleas, would you join us on this next journey?
Travel with the flea caravan. I wonder if I say no if they will just leave and I don't get to travel.
Who knows? Wonderful, wonderful. The fleas will be overjoyed to share this next journey with our favored companion. Let us away. I didn't even get to talk to that guy on the left. I'm sure we'll get to do so in the new location. We could maybe top up on Flea Brew. Although I don't see myself using that all that much. What a nice little journey. So will this take us to the new place? What is it called again? I will remember. I don't want to open my eyes in case... Wait. Hold on, what just happened? I was closing my eyes because I didn't want the location to get told to me. Yeah, like where has this taken us now, I wonder? Anyway, the name I was trying to remember was Songclave. Another journey complete, and a new high spot for a rest, up on the doorstep of that mighty citadel, no less. Are we in the blasting sand place, blasting winds? It is fortunate that all of your companions survived the track, Flea Master. The howling rise beside, and the tangled wood before it have both claimed the lives of countless bugs. Indeed, a perilous ascent. Maybe it was your company that brought us luck, Miss Hornet. It surely put us fleas at ease to have you and their weapon riding close. Is this game peak? Hello, SD Cat. Yeah, I'd say so. I mean, it's not peak. Peak is a different game. But if we're using peak as the adjective that it's often used as, yeah, absolutely. I'm loving Silksong so far. Absolutely enjoying it. I do hope... I don't know. I've seen people complaining about the difficult, but honestly, I hope that it gets even harder. That doesn't mean that I've been like breezing through through everything super easily. I feel like I've definitely died more in some boss fights than I felt like I should have, but also they still felt pretty easy. So I'm curious. I hope there's some like really tough as nails boss fights coming up. Was it worth crashing Steam for 5 minutes? 5 minutes? I couldn't buy Silksong for 2.5 hours. I'd say it was a bit more than 5 minutes. Yeah, absolutely. Although, I do think it's a bit of a weird choice that they didn't do pre-orders, because, like, surely the entire point of that would have been to avoid just such a situation. But I guess it's, I don't know, fun to see the impact. But perhaps not the best choice. I feel like maybe they should have opened it up for pre-orders, just to put less pressure on all those systems. Surely put a sleaze at ease to have you and your weapon riding close. That's right. I wonder if something happens to the caravan if you don't ride with them. Wait, do you want to see the player count of Silksong on release real quick? It was around like 500,000, wasn't it? I think so. Silksong player counts on just Steam, perhaps? I wonder if they have like a combined thing somewhere. Silksong charts. 5th of September, 513,000. 562,814. And it's kind of interesting seeing... Hold on, I guess I can share... the screen here. Yeah, look at this. So I guess this is when it launched? No, this is just our Windows like this for some reason. Release. Here we go. So it released. Then... Okay, a couple of hours later. This is 3 hours later. It jumped to 535,000, which is, I guess... when everyone had a chance to finally buy it. Because yeah, as I said, for the first 2.5 hours I was trying to buy Silksong and couldn't. And it's interesting seeing these little peaks here, which I mean, of course, corresponds with the daytime. I guess this would be when it was day. It's 6 p.m. in Estonia here, and in the US it would be like what, midday? Interesting. I imagine most of the player count, like, you know, I would imagine the peaks are when most people in the US are playing. What's the peak at night and day and weekends? Yeah, the issue is that, like, I imagine time zones are going to confound this a bit. Yeah, there we go. For the 2.5 hours that I was trying to buy Silksong... And you can't see this, right? Yeah, you can. For the 2.5 hours I was trying to buy Silksong, someone on my friends list already had managed to buy Silksong really early somehow. I guess they got lucky with the, you know, not having the payment error out and the cart and all that. So I just had to sit there seeing someone on my friends list being like, oh yeah, they're playing Silksong. No one else is. What was the download speed? The download speed was actually like perfectly fine. Downloaded real fast. It was just like the buying process, like adding it to your cart and then going to checkout, and like each of those steps had like 1,000 different errors happen. But yeah, the download was surprisingly fast. Although maybe by the point I managed to get through the cart, people had already just downloaded it. You know, like maybe at that point that many people weren't downloading anyway. What was your favorite Steam crash emoji? Ooh.
I don't know, they're all pretty similar. I don't think I can distinguish them well enough to remember a favorite. But I did enjoy seeing all the memes that were like, hey, the funny first boss Silksong's got here, the three Steam crash emojis. I think there were more than 3 though, like 5 or 6 or so. You like dark purple? I should, you know what? I don't even remember what that looked like, but I'll have to take that just because my channel color is purple. One of the little ones found a pale artifact while digging about in the sands. A spiny cold sort of thing. I see no use for it, we fleas. What? I see no use in it for we fleas, so of course we are all too pleased, eager even to bestow it upon our dear friend. Is this a pale? Oh no, it's a spool fragment. That's cool. We get even more silk to carry. Oh, I think it's funny how it's sliding the tool icons to the right. I guess that makes sense. So, Flea Caravan is in a new location. Where are we on the map? We're just to the left of the Grand Gate. Wait, isn't this where we fought the last judge? No, it's just to the right of this is where the last judge fight happened. Interesting. A bench ends up being placed here. So, if you do the Flea Troop thing before you fight the last judge, you could have a bench right here. Which is funny because I saw people complaining about this run back from this bench to the last judge, which isn't that long at all. But that's hilarious. If you take the Flea Troop here, you get to have a bench that's closer. That's kind of funny. Inspect. Alright, you brew the brew. Who are you? Oh, you're that. Right. Hold on. I don't want your spa carriage. Go away. You're not cool. Have you got anything else to say? A strange flea has joined our troop. All are welcome, but something about this one sets my first to raise. Correct? Yeah, I don't like him. And their spa is useless. Absolutely pointless. I'm not paying 10 rosaries for that ever again. His carriage offers a steaming service, but the charge in rosaries is stiff, especially for us fleas who carry few. For the companionship we provide and the safety of our numbers, surely some discount is deserved. Yeah, I'm sorry for rescuing that one. I probably should have left them to die. But yeah, you go to sleep now, you got school tomorrow. Yep. You'll watch what? Oh, if you do, that would be very welcome. I've been actually uploading my Silksong VODs to YouTube also. I record all my streams, but I've been too lazy to upload most of my VODs to YouTube. I plan to get around to it at some point, but with Silksong I already started doing that just because Silksong is important to get, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, but thank you for hopping by. Here we shall remain for a time, Miss Hornet, and pray that more lost fleas find their way to us. What others I encounter, I shall send your way, Flea Master. Yeah, hopefully they're not like right. Right, I also want to talk to you. Grishkin. The bellowing sandy land was full of much danger. We was almost lost poor Varga to hungry worms as we travel up. Sadly, he is finding way here after all. His only jest. Grishkin and Varga is great friends, just like all fleas is being. Hold on, can we see? Like, hold on. I don't think we've seen Varga here, right? Because this... None of you... Yeah, I guess Varga hasn't made it back. You are have luck, Miss Hornet, to lack the fur of we fleas. All the blowy sand of that place is getting very stuck inside. Alright, what do you sing about again? I love how the fleas bark in the background. All fleas must find us, the ritual beckons, the road is long. We live and die in Rome as one. Okay, you sing basically the same stuff. Refill flea brew. For 30 rosaries, I don't actually care. Goodbye. I thought I'd get that for free for rescuing all of you. Absolutely pointless. I'm thinking, did this place need double jump? Or could we use our new grapple move there? We also might be able to do something here. Or down here. But I'm a bit worried that that might lead to a whole new area. So perhaps I should go elsewhere. Perhaps I should go back to Bellheart and worry about the wishing well stuff. I still don't know what the deal is with this place. Because there's obviously something up here. But I still haven't been able to figure out what. It might be a path that connects back down. And we don't actually go this way from here. It might be a one-way wall. Now I have a question. How on earth do I get back to where I was? I was quite near Bellway Station. Or actually, I guess we have a Bellway Station to the left. I was gonna say, it would be a bit rude for the flea caravan to just take me away from being near a Bellway Station. Oh my goodness, this wind is quite intense over here. Oh, hello. That's fine, we can just run through you. We can take a bit of damage. Past the elevator. And to the Bellway Station. I guess I'll travel to Haunted Bellheart. I really wasn't expecting the flea caravan to travel. I don't know. For some reason I thought they might just stay where they were. I also wonder... Because last time, the first time we traveled, we had like a goal of getting this many fleas and then they would... and that's when they traveled. I wonder if they travel each time you get like 5 fleas added to the troop. I'm not sure. And might that mean that if I go speak to them again after reloading that area, that they might travel again, perhaps somewhere near Songclave? We could maybe stick them to the right here somehow. I don't know, that wall's currently closed, but that doesn't mean that it's going to stay so forever. Let's travel to Belhart then. We still need to get our needle upgrade, we mustn't forget that. Or, well, we could forget it. But then we'd be dealing less damage, which again, I did just say that I kind of like not getting upgrades, or I'm kind of hesitant or worried about getting upgrades, because then that'll make the game easier. And I kind of, you know, I like making sure that I can do things without the upgrades. But that 9 souls upgradeless run that I did off stream was very fun, although certainly took a lot of effort at some points, lots of grinding the same thing over and over again. Hello, what do you say to me? What's your name again? Pavo. Welcome, welcome, travelers, or rest your weary shell and revive your flagging spirit. I believe you've said all that. Very, very safe. Right. Frey, what have you got? Ooh, the wishing wall is covered in things. I wonder if those are quests I've already accepted or not. Fancy buying something special. Multi-binder. Was this here the whole time? I rarely sell objects as intriguing as this. Supposed to improve a bug's natural ability to heal. Can't say I've felt its effects myself, but then I keep more healthy than most. Improve. We already have a thing that's supposed to make binding faster. So I imagine this would be the thing I was wondering about, where well, it presumably would make one heal more masks. We also sell a spool fragment. I don't care about that too much. What are the quests we have here? Wayfarer, my missing brother, Tip of Belhart. Hey, we rescued Tip before, I think. Need help quick. My brother Pill is gone missing. Vanished somewhere in Greymore. Please to help me find him. Accept quest. Or promise wish. I do wonder if you can fail these. Like, can you take too long and not do them? Grand Hunt, Savage Beastfly. We fought Savage Beastfly before, haven't we? Oh, Beastfly, raging through the scorching wildlands below. May you hinder good pilgrims no longer. May you be struck down by a holy fury. We got a mask shard for that. That's cool. I'd like to go fight Savage Beastfly. That sounds fun. Belhart's Glory. Pavo of Belhart. The work of restoring our sacred home is almost complete. May those blessed with rosaries share them with us for this holy purpose. Why do you all need rosaries? You used to require shell shards, and I have plenty of those. I don't know what to do with all of them. Can you please require shell shards? My goodness, everyone wants rosaries. Awful. Oh, you're Tip. You want help. Help, I mean. Tip, I have promised the wish to an old bug of the Citadel. Ingredients for a dish to a gourmand's stomach. Do you hold in your belongings a courier's rasher? It seems a key element. Courier's rasher? Not me, Miss Saving. Smelly fatty foods. Good for most. Not good for my sensitive stomach. You won't want my brother Pill. Pill is big. Pill loves rashers. Can prepare them fresh for you, but first Pill must be found. Safe. Got it. I have taken your wish, Tip. You can't have it back. If I find your brother safe, I'll be sure to send him back this way. My many thanks, Miss Saving. You are brave, same as brother. My faith goes all with you. Yeah, I'm taking all your faith also. Hold on. I will write down, where's my gourmand's quest? Food guy serving the great gourmand. Wants dishes. Craig sells nectar for 400 plus rosaries. Tip's brother, what's their name again? Tip, what's your brother's name? Let's see, the quest thing probably tells us. Not that one. My missing brother. Pill. Pill has a courier's rasher. Wonderful. Probably not for free, although maybe that could be the reward for doing this quest. Right, well, first of all, let's go... Oh, actually, I could maybe sell some of my relics. I'd love to get... What are you digging around for? I would love to get more money, I suppose. What's going on? Are you just, like, riffling through your wares? I do have a relic for you. Give relics. 2 of them. Nice, new lore. Look at what I have. I will. Oh, interesting. There are empty slots. Yeah, they are, like, uniquely identified, even when they look the same. They are identified by the locations where they're from. Oh, no, actually, that's not what that necessarily meant just there. It just wanted to group them together, that's right. Filthy rag. This is a bone scroll. Filthy rag marked with the scroll of an underworker. So much suffering. Are we truly chosen, or have we sinned unknowing and now are punished for it? Yeah, the underworks was not a pleasant area for people who reside there anyway. Coral Commandment. Now, yes, this is very intriguing, because the first one was very interesting. It had the orders to capture us. Surgeon's orders. Devout has succumbed during silk suture. Refuses to revive. Sin committed. Permit no rights. What? What was the sin here exactly? Devout. Husk marked for cremation. Retrieve dregs. of silk. So, now, devout makes... Well, like, is that just the word? Or is this referring to a stalking devout from Hollow Knight? Sin committed, permit no rights. It sounds like they... Permit no rights. So, rights, they probably mean burial rights. They're not implying that they have the ability to revive. As in, like, the surgeon doesn't have the ability to revive someone who has died. But the refuses to revive part is interesting. And are they referring to the refusing to revive part as being the sin, or was there some other thing here? Interesting. I don't understand that quite as well as the commandment for Hornet being captured. More relics? Yes, we'll get to doing that. I imagine I got some money from this. Actually, hold on, I've heard you sing already. Goodbye. We don't need that again. Are there any new houses in here? I don't think so. I'll go check top left, but first... Pinmaster Pliny. Pinmaster, I have acquired oil with which my needle may see further sharpening. Bonwa, what wonder, what wish to steal a gift so fine. Few are the pinmasters of our age that ever worked with such a substance. Give pale oil, will do. Oh, do we get a free upgrade? We don't even have to pay? That's awesome. I don't know. We shall work now as never. What joy you grant this humble artisan traveler. Let us seek that shine thought lost within these lands. I think it'll be mostly you doing the seeking, but there you go, Pinmaster's oil. And now, the Spinmaster must work. Let the sharpening begin. Right, hold on. We already had our pin sharpened once, but that was without the oil. Oh, look at that. The oil's also incorporated into the animation. Look at that. Very cool. Your face looks a bit odd, but that's fine. Hold on, is my volume at the correct level? It was not. I don't think it affects what you can hear, but it does affect what I can hear. Needle sharpened. Done it is. Marvel of Faroum. See how it gleams, your long fine blade. Alas, that the pins of our land all once held such shine. So much we have lost. This is fine service, Pinmaster. It has been a long age since I have seen my needle such. I had not remembered the finesse of its forging. Welly-ho, it is certain. Yours is a blade of finer make than most, one of few that could bear even more sharpening. If ever upon your long road more oil is acquired, seek my service with haste. Who knows what form we could find deeper within your weapon sharpened steel. Will that get added to my quest screen like the oil was previously? Oh yeah, what is this needle called now? Shining needle. Long sewing tool, uniquely balanced for combat. The blade gleams sharper than ever before. Wonderful. Is there a new quest for Pinseed oil? No. Well, that's fine, we can remember. I believe the Gourmand quest is 4 more oil anyway. Though I do wonder if we need 2 for the next upgrade or not. Because in Hollow Knight, of course, the first upgrade doesn't require any. Then you need 1 pale ore, then you need 2, then you need 3. So I wonder if it's going to follow the same sort of structure, or if in this game we only need 1 oil for each upgrade. Because, well, I feel like in Hollow Knight you found way more pale ore. Like, pale ore is relatively rare, but I feel like you've definitely found more of that by this point in the game than just the one we recently acquired in Silksong. So perhaps the upgrades will be cheaper in terms of pin oil. I've really forgotten what thing was called, but that's fine. So Frey sells the stuff that we don't want to buy. We could also spend rosaries on that, which I don't particularly care to do. We've got plenty of things to spend rosaries on. And we've got some necklaces, but not many. I would rather leave them as backup. 265 is what we have currently on us. So, Bellfly. Where exactly is the Bellfly meant to be? Or not Bellfly, Beastfly. Track down the savage Beastfly in the far fields and defeat it. The Beastfly can be tracked by its shell sheddings and claw marks. Got it. Find pins is... we will ignore the coral area right now, but Greymoor and the far fields, that sounds something that we could... Sounds like something that we could do. Great days to Farlum, silver bells in the Belvane towns above and below Bellheart. I guess we're near here too. Above and below Bellheart. So that seems actually like a fairly limited area to explore. Maybe we could do that. I was gonna say that, maybe we don't want to do that while we're here. Hold on a minute. Grapple points? No, these just seem to be rings for fun and not actual grapple points. That's fine. So, yeah, I think I'll go and actually explore these tunnels. Was there anything to the left here? I guess not. That one secret that's to the right is enough, I suppose. So yeah, I'll go get these bells. Hopefully that doesn't take too much time. It seems like these are fairly small areas to explore. Unlike, you know, when we were hunting all the way around the Marrow for something. Were we? No, we were hunting all the way around Shellwood for items. Hello, what does the hermit say now?
Those bugs cowering in their gleaming bells, they claim a common calling to serve the pilgrims as they make their path upwards. Such a crucial role they award themselves, surely worthy of praise. A sweet lie, of course. They, like their predecessors, are simply too weak and fearful to venture any farther. A settlement born from indolence.
Well, you are as fun as ever. I hear an item noise, I think, unless that's just bells tinkling. Ah, there we go. That's a silver bell. I almost feel like... Because we didn't need to explore these tunnels before, did we? I almost feel like I shouldn't have done that, because now I'm going to be running through all of them again anyway. Hold on, you deal actually not that much damage, that's fine. Interesting, though. I wonder if the locations that these bells are placed is predetermined. I think it might be. And I guess, yeah, same with the moss berries, that's right. So it all makes sense. And it was the same way with the purple things in Shellwood. Oops, that is a spiky pit of death. I like how you just dropped out of the ceiling and your bell just clanged like that. Very neat. Oh, don't you fall onto me. Actually, I will simply use my silk ability, my threat storm, or whatever it was called. Which way first? Do we go down first? No. Surprised that I've only found a single silver bell here. Let's see, I think I was up here already. I want to say that we came down from up here, and now I must go left instead. Oh, you just gave me a Hunter's Journal entry by falling into spikes, perhaps? Although, an enemy dying off screen and giving me a Hornet comment in the Hunter's Journal is certainly slightly concerning, because last time that caused a funny frame drop issue. Firm. I would very much like to feel their soft fur, if only they weren't so hostile. Huh. Hornet wants to pet the funny bugs with fur. And I guess she wouldn't ask that of the fleas because they are intelligent creatures. Wow, 3 hits to kill one of those. Actually, that's pretty huge. I'd already forgotten that I upgraded my needle damage. I was like, oh yeah, we're just... Ooh, why did I do that? That was a silly move. Yeah, I'd forgotten that I upgraded my needle already somehow. So I was just like, oh. Completely surprised by the fact that I dealt more damage there. Well, not completely. I realized pretty fast what was happening. It's just before that enemy died in 3 hits, I had forgotten that I'm supposed to have a stronger needle right now. Are you sure that there are no other silver bells here? Are they all in the upper parts? Or do they, like, only respawn once you reload the area? Like, another one will spawn randomly somewhere here? That would seem weird. I don't expect that would be the case. Have I just missed them? Have I missed them? Have they been hidden behind foreground elements somehow? Very odd. Okay. What am I hearing right now? I think that's just bell noises. I'm not talking about the bell beast snoring there. That was not what I meant. Okay, let's go to the right then. It said in the tunnels above and below. Oh, give me that elevator. I need it. Yeah, it said the tunnels above and below, so I imagine I don't need to explore sideways. Not like not like this place extends very far sideways anyway. So we'll go back up here where we fought not the Weaver, the Widow. Oh, and I wonder if Nu will show up here. Nu said that they were going to try to move out of Craig's place again. Right, Nu is not here. And neither can I find any silver bells around. What's the deal with all that? So if we go left, that connects to Shellwood. Oh, this just drops us down to the chamber, that's right. No silver bells whatsoever. And I have to say, there isn't really... Oh my goodness. There isn't really all that much left of the bell tunnels above and below Bellheart. What? Ouch. Whatever. We deal a bunch of damage and we have a bunch of health, so we can be quite reckless with what we do. Have I been up there? That's quite a question. I hear another glimmering noise. At least one of the silver bells is here. I don't know. I feel like I couldn't have missed them in the other area. Because they are really quite obvious. Like, you hear them and you see them glowing. So I really doubt that you'd miss them very easily. I guess I know I'm good at missing things, but still. Even I would have trouble missing these, I'd imagine. Hold on, there was something down below that I still wanted to explore. Must you be blocking my way like this? Ouch. That's what I get for being impatient and falling into spikes recklessly. Find them. Okay, I run past you. Now what I wanted to do here was play the needle in, because we didn't have the needle in back then. We got the needle in like right after this. So I was curious if that corpse would sing a bit of a song for us, but it does not seem inclined to do so. Oh! I see no bells around here. I really like how these enemies can like change the surface that they're crawling on. They jump off a wall and then they're on the floor all of a sudden. They jump off the wall and then they're on the floor. That's something we never saw in Hollow Knight, where an enemy like changes the type of ground that it's walking on. It just decides that it can move on a horizontal piece of land now, and now it's on a vertical piece of land, piece of what, surface, I guess, not land. Funny bells falling from the skies, and I have only 2 silver bells, which really is somewhat concerning, because I don't know where I would find the others. Will there be more tunnels over here? Was there another secret path here? Over here, maybe? Over here? I'm not sure. I really expected to find more bells in this area, is what I'm really getting at. Oh, whoops, I didn't even mean to pogo there. I just wanted to use my dash to move more horizontally rather than vertically there. Or, yeah, rather than pogo up. But things ended up working out. Don't get crushed by funny bells. Okay, well, I suppose that's that. Maybe we'll come back later and see if any more bells have shown up. Because, like, what did that quest say? Oh, hold on. 2 silver bells. And the quest said, find 8 in the bell vein tunnels above and below Bellheart. Yeah, I wonder if there are just more tunnels that I haven't found somehow. Or if they will like reappear in those tunnels after I reset them. In any case, I don't care too much about going to explore them right now. Let's go to Belmore. We'll try to find Tip's brother Pill is who we'll try to find. Morwing is dead. Ah, hold on. Is New perhaps around here? No, New is not around here. Now, Greyboar is not exactly the smallest area. So I wonder where it would be reasonable to go looking around for Tip. Do we think that the great... what's her name again? Something with a G. Do we think they might have found Tip... or no, Tip's brother, Pill? Do we think that might be something that's happened? Might they consider Pill a worthy specimen to investigate? What is this? This was the chapel. A chapel of some kind. We got a crest here. That must be what happened. Maybe if we looked at our crests and what they're called, we could figure out which one it was, but I really don't think it matters too much. Right, we've hit this lever. Everything's fine here. We really have quite a lot of movement by now. We've got wall jumps, we've got that grapple thing, which we haven't actually used all that much, but we do have it, and we could use it. Yeah, I guess we can use it to move around even in places where we don't have grapple points. It's just, obviously the grapple points are where it's really quite essential. Uh-oh! Watch out for the funny sheer enemies. It's so cool how they go through the ground. I saw some people say that these were like really scary to deal with. I don't know. I don't think they were ever particularly spooky. Even back when we were here the first time and were quite weak. Oh, you know what I haven't seen in this game is in Hollow Knight, if you have Gathering Swarm on, and it collects Geo for you, it kind of... pretty often you can end up with a piece of Geo just sort of spinning around you, struggling to catch up. We haven't seen that happen. So I wonder if the Magnetite Brooch simply doesn't do that. Oops. Or if perhaps I have somehow managed to always move in such a way that that doesn't end up happening. A locked bell home. Hello, have you found Pill? No, the Great Yarnaby... Ah, it wasn't with a G. Never mind then. In any case, they haven't found Pill, it seems, or if they have, they're not divulging that information. That's fine, we'll find things out. Oh, hold on, have I ever played the needle in here? Now I have. That has not yielded any results, that's fine. Whoops, let's go down. Stay on the funny platform. Don't fall off, not that it matters all that much. Yeah, so we're just running through Greymore. We haven't explored this entire room in its vertical glory. Whoops, hold on. I can almost certainly get up here by a pogo now, right? Now that that latch is open. It had a flea for us in the past. Currently, it's got a direction for me to go, I would say. I really don't know which of these places would be likely to contain Pill. I imagine Pill is not just chilling at Craig's halfway home house, whichever one the correct term was. Oh, I wonder if you can, because in Hollow Knight you can do a thing where if you dash into a wall and then immediately jump, you like jump off of the wall in a getting more horizontal distance so you can sort of hook around corners. I wonder if that's still a thing in here. In any case, I don't think that matters in our current situation. Whoa! Let's not make too many silly mistakes jumping into enemies. I don't know, I feel like this is a pretty nice remote little area. I wouldn't be too surprised if Phil could be found here. Although there isn't really much ground to stand on. So Phil would have to be standing on a pretty narrow platform somewhere. Okay, we can't go up there. We're in another vertical room now. Interesting that on the map there's like a part that goes above here. Is that just because it would make sense that for there to be such a section? Or can we actually go there? Yes, we can go inside here, but can we actually go above? I don't know that there would be anything there. Yes, okay, we can explore this. I guess I'll explore the upper parts and then I'll explore the lower parts. I wonder if there will be any wishing walls for the areas of Sinner's Road or Bilewater. I somehow doubt it. They don't seem like places that would be very inhabited. Like, yeah, we've found some NPCs around those parts. But, well, I don't think we'll actually have a settlement there. In any case, I think the like towns that pop up, I think they are probably only showing up on the main story parts. Like paths that you would have to cross through on your way through to the Citadel. Although I guess the Songclave, you could maybe even avoid it since you can approach the Clockwork Dancers from the left. So maybe you could go through the game without ever even showing up there. Interesting. Yeah, as I said, let's explore the upper parts first. Oh, actually, maybe they would be in the water mound. That might actually seem... Yeah, that might be a pretty likely place for Pill to be. Ouch. Whoops. That's not how one pogoes. Pogo's a flying bug creature. Do I care about climbing up there? Do I think Pill might be here? How did I even get up there? At some point. Aha, there's a pogoable thing. Oh, look at that! I can use my grapple. Wait, is that how you're meant to do this? Huh. Also, I think this might belong to Pill. That's cool. Good thing I checked up here. I almost didn't. We have read this. I don't fully know what that means, though. All right. Yeah, that's definitely Pill. Look at that. Look at that big backpack that they're wearing. I guess they're also a courier. Hold on. It takes us into Sinner's Road, actually. I wasn't expecting that. We have to remember that there's scary maggots around here. Also roaches, but the roaches aren't as scary. Pill, what on earth did you wander in here for? And it seems that you've just kept wandering deeper into here. Wouldn't it be funny if you were in the same location that the Green Prince was in? Oh, and speaking of the Green Prince, I can't believe that we still haven't found a single simple key. Ouch. I didn't even see your spikes down there. Probably because I... Okay. Well, that was a silly way to die. Where's my bench even? Uh-oh. That's not too bad. We will simply run back there. We should bench at Craig's halfway house, though. I was saying something. Oh yeah, right. We haven't found a single simple key. We bought one back in Bone Bottom, and that's it. And well, we used it to release the Green Prince, and we know of 2 other simple key locations. So it's just or simple keyholes, things that would require a simple key. I forgot about this area completely. Right, we've got bear traps to watch out for. Yeah, bear traps like those. Interesting how that triggered. I don't think I even touched it. Could have sworn I hovered completely over it. Quite sensitive to air movements, I suppose, is what those must be. Oh, I guess I could have also bellway stationed over here. We were in Belhart. That does have a bellway station. Alright, let's get back to our stuff. We have a decent amount of rosaries, not a massive... Wait a minute! The trail starts here? That's interesting. Right? That's the same thing? So you don't have to end up all the way at the top. Oh, and the trail also starts here. Looks like the first one I found was like the weirdest weirdest location to start with. Okay, let's bench here. And I'm actually kind of curious. Like, does this go straight up or will this lead me on a crazy chase through the left screen and then up above? It seems to go straight up. That's certainly welcome. Although I don't know how that makes sense in terms of the actual trail. Like, how can the trail start in multiple locations? Oh, actually, no, I think they must all connect. So that one on the left must be leading into this right part instead then. Well, but I don't need to worry about that because I can simply go straight up, I would imagine. Yeah, up here into Sinner's Road. And then we can find the next tracking point, or actually, well, we know where it is. We know which room it's in. We must simply get there. So it's certainly nice that you can find this out of order, as would make sense. Right, and we can also bench here. I didn't even need to bench at Craig's location. What fun. It was still hilarious, the way that I didn't realize for the longest time how to unlock this bench. I mean, it didn't take me that long, as in, you know, it's not like I explored Sinner's Road and then came back later and then found out. I still discovered it when it was still useful and we were exploring Sinner's Road. It's just quite silly that I didn't think this through and didn't realize that the bench must be unlockable through there. I guess for a bit I thought that you might unlock it from a different room coming back. But then once I'd explored a bit around it, I realized that didn't make any sense at all because there weren't any such rooms around. Hold on, I shouldn't actually be fighting you yet, I would imagine. I should have maybe gotten my cocoon back first, but you know what? We risk things sometimes. I wonder if Tip... Hold on, wasn't there like a funny platform here? Oh, there was also a double jump required thing. Yeah, good thing I ended up back here. I had forgotten about that. I mean, I have it marked down on the map, of course, but still. Yeah, I wonder if... whoops. I wonder if Tip will be with the other two people that were here, Benjin and someone. I wonder if that's what's happening, or if there was like a suspiciously empty platform in here that I completely missed. Oh, look at that. There's Tip, because you're not quite with the two slightly friendlier faces around here. Let's try to poison you. Don't get hit by that. Oh, or that. Quite silly to die. I even have a nail upgrade, or needle upgrade rather, and a health upgrade. Alright, Tip, wake up. You want an escort back? I'm surprised, honestly, that we don't have to escort these people back, because, like, if they got into trouble in these areas, how can they make it out safely? Safely saved his pill. No, you're still in the dangerous area. We just killed the enemies in this room. Safely saved his pill. But who is this rare carer for the shell of another? Name yourself, good bug. I am Hornet Pill. Your brother wished for your return to Belhart, where he waits now. I'm sure he will be eager to see you alive. Young Tip, how he worries always. Blessed I am for the care. Him and you, Miss Hornet. A lucky bug is me. My missing brother, wish granted. Do we have to go back to get the reward? Does this even have a reward? It might just be a nice thing to do.
That's fine.
Head fast for Belhart, Bill. These lands are not for traveling without a sharp blade and claw. Aye, yes, to Belhart and my brother I shall fly quickly quick. If you pass that way again, stop and give greeting. I wonder if the way that Pill and Tip speak, I wonder if that's like inspired by the way these bugs sound in real life. I imagine they're inspired by real life bugs. I wonder if there's like a noise that they make, and that's why their dialogue sounds like this, where they say like quickly quick, and you know, they like repeat words in this sort of swift manner. There we go. Goodbye. Like maybe they make a similar noise with their wings or something. Before I go into that double jump thing, which I hope I can now do with my grapple point. Actually, I should try to figure out what that ability is called. Whoops, that was certainly a silly move. I could have used my grapple up there, but I did not. It's very cool, actually. I should be using the grapple more, because it's very cool how it sort of chains into a pogo. You can grapple into an enemy. I imagine I could grapple into these. Yeah, look at that. So I should certainly be doing that more. Seems very useful. And it's a bit faster than just floating across on a drifter's cloak like I just did. Hello. We're all fine here, Miss. Content, like, perhaps... Okay, well, I just got here, but fine. Goodbye. Crawlin' Benjamin, you have fun. I wanted to check what the name of the item is. This thing. Clawline. There we go. If we check things like that every once in a while, hopefully eventually I'll remember what the abilities are called. I'm remembering Drifter's Cloak pretty well. Finally. Interesting. Still no double jump. Or what? Still can't get up here, I mean. Which I imagine will be a double jump. Because I thought that maybe some of the areas that seem to require a double jump, I would be able to get through with the claw line. But I believe I've actually, you know, remembered them separately. Because when I saw the grapple points, I did think that those would be a distinct, like, some sort of grappling ability. So I'm pretty sure I noted them down separately and not as requiring double jump. Oh well, so we still can't do that. Well, that's fine. I don't really want to go to Bilewater right now. We could maybe go to Styx and get more Silk Eaters, but honestly, we have so many of those that it really, whoops, really doesn't matter. Ouch, right? I don't know why I'm going down here anyway. We've got a perfectly safe path over here. Oof, spikes are falling from the... Look at how that just kept bouncing towards me. That's funny. I should maybe heal. No need to die on the way back. Now the question is, do I end stream? Because it is almost midnight. And as I said, this was gonna be a very short stream. I'm simply wondering if we could possibly have time to accomplish one other thing. Like, could we go fight Savage Beastfly? Where was Savage Beastfly supposed to be again? Let's check our quest log. Savage Beastfly is in the far fields, so we need to track them down and defeat it. Right, and we've also got the clawline thing in the far fields. Whoops, hold on, don't go here. Wait, what was here? What can I even find here? Or rather, what did I find here? Whatever it was, I assume I got it. Although this game has had several empty rooms where we haven't found anything, so maybe this was one of those. And there was never anything in here. In which case, maybe something in the future will show up here. In relation to a quest, perhaps? Also, what is that? We have a marker near the far fields entrance. Curious, let's go investigate that. Ouch, you were performing a funny jump. At least you didn't hit me for a double damage hit. Look at this, you can swim in this water without getting poisoned by maggots. Or, well, without getting your silk eaten by maggots. Isn't that fun? Far fields? Oh, this is the rosary machine. I don't think I care about that too much. We'll remove the marker. We need a marker back. I probably have it written down anyway that this machine is here. And if I don't, it's not a terrible loss. It's not something that we, like, need to come back to deal with. This marker is for the double jump, that's right. This is a door that we still don't know. Well, I don't know what to do with it. I don't think our needle in works. I'm pretty sure we've tried that. So let's drop down to the far fields. Hopefully we don't run into the boss straight away, because I would like to get a bench in the far fields first. Oh my goodness. And I have ascended this whole thing. I imagine I checked for secrets along the way. Of course, it couldn't hurt to check again, I suppose, but... I don't know. I'm not too interested in just going up and down all these walls right now. Trying to see if they're secretly breakable hidden walls. So I think we'll leave that be. Now I imagine we'll find some sort of a tracking point soon. They seem to spread them around the area quite generously. So if you're even in like roughly the correct location, it'll be fine. Why is there just a shell shard here? Oh no, that's a tracking point. Well, before I start tracking it, I will grab this bench, but it is certainly fortunate that we already found the tracking point. Now, does this scam artist still live here? No, I will not be inserting rosaries. My goodness. Oh, wait, no. If I want the bench. Oh, buddy. Right, and also we had a rhinoceros beetle here that kind of just barraged through the town. I imagine we could have killed the rhinoceros beetle if I hadn't opened the door, but now it's gone, and I really wonder if we'll see them again, or have I fully missed out on that Hunter's Journal entry? Okay, well, if we can't get this bench, we can get a lower one. And I mean, yeah, we could get this bench, but I'm not spending 30 rosaries on that. Are you kidding me? No. We'll get the bench. Oh, and I still don't know what this room's for. I can, I suppose, run through here. Nope, it's just still got the same enemies. I could fight them again, but... Like, really? Do we think that's going to do anything different? I certainly don't. You must have a bench, right? In the Bellway Station? Yes, you do. That is wonderful. So, we'll start the tracking thing. I hope it leads downwards, closer to the bench and not upwards. Though perhaps a bit too hopeful. Oh, I wonder if that explosive flint thing, if that was, like, about to get taken up by this updraft. Hold on, we have a tracking point here, actually. This leads left. Yes, that upper bench certainly would be more convenient. But watch, this is definitely going to be This is definitely going to be the first boss fight that we first try. Guaranteed. I've seen people complaining about this, I think, actually. We, of course, knew that there was going to be another Savage Beastfly, because I think in the Hunter's Journal, the Beastfly says that defeat one more to unlock the extra comment. I think that's what it says. In any case, I think I've seen people talk about, like, oh man, the second Savage Beastfly fight is brutal. So I think it might be a bit naive to imagine that we can do this first try. But hey, sometimes you have to believe in yourself, even though I don't believe in myself very much in regards to this. I feel like we definitely will die at least a couple of times. Right, these plant creatures are quite weak. Savage Beastfly. I wonder if we... Hold on, we killed that one creature that that destroyed Bone Bottom, right? I think so. We got our vengeance there. You are really taking me on a whole journey throughout this place, aren't you? Watch out for all these rocks. Can't believe it. The Beastfly has just been flying all over the place here. Also, how is this? I guess it's just another Beastfly, right? Did the earlier one fly away? Or did we fight two of them at once? Or like, what happened? Oh, speaking of fighting two enemies at once, what happened to those enemies we fought in the Blasting Winds place? Because we fought two enemies there and one of them just left. Oh, and the other Cogwork Dancer, didn't they also just leave? Or no? No, we just found them alone, fought them alone, and then it was sad. That's right. Well, it did end up taking us closer to the bench. But we might be heading away from it again now. Alright, another tracking point down here. Hold on, let's just do that. I don't care too much about dealing with this enemy at the moment. Hold on, what's here? Did I ever check this secret? I feel like I must have done, right? What, is this a fun platform to sit in? Perhaps there was something there before. Right, you're kind of taking me in the direction... Oh, do we think this might be the arena? That would be so cool, because... I don't know, it kind of just seemed like this could be an arena. Although, of course, it did have the fourth chorus fight just to the right of it. Are we having a rematch in here? Oh, that's actually cool. Are you gonna be like a lava enemy? Oh, and we're not gonna have a platform to stand on very well. Ouch. I'm immediately taking damage. I would like to get some soul to heal. Right, so you do that. Oh, wait, that's actually so cool. Ouch. So much for me first trying things. What am I doing? Wait, that's actually so cool. Your ground pound move now, like, destroys the platforms. Same way as the fourth chorus did. Because previously, of course, you also did the ground pound move in your own arena, but then it just, it didn't break the ground because the ground wasn't breakable. That's awesome. And fortunately, the bench is very close. The entrance should be here. There we go. Let's try our best to get our cocoon back. We have over 300 rosaries. We wouldn't want to lose them. Alright, Beastfly. I will never get my first try boss fight thing. It will never happen. I will never defeat a boss first try. Oh! Ouch. I was trying to poke up, but I was too late. We're gonna try to heal soon. You're gonna do... Whoops, that is not the correct move for healing. What am I doing? I'm actually just fully throwing. That's fine. It's not fine. What am I doing? Oh no, today is not my day for boss fights. What am I doing? I'm simply just jumping into the boss as it dashes over me. No good. Not good at all. Again, the run back is like non-existent though. We get back in just a couple of seconds. Very kind of them. Alright, Beastfly, watch this. Third time's the charm. We will not get hit a single time because your attacks are so easily readable. And they are. I'm not just saying that to like build confidence or something. They literally are. You can see what the enemy is going to do. You can tell. It's very easy to predict. Ouch. That was also easy to predict. I didn't have a good reason to get hit by it. What am I doing? Okay. Dealing with those is perhaps a bit trickier. Because you end up destroying like the whole arena. Oh, stay away. I imagine. Didn't the previous fight also spawn a bunch of enemies? We might want to watch out for that. Dang it, that heal was mostly useless. I guess we would have gotten at least one hit out of that. Or one mask. Yeah, you do start spawning other enemies. Oh, and they spit lava, which stays in the arena? Okay. Alright, hold on. Hold on a minute. Ooh, new Hunter's Journal entry for that. Tarmite, flying bone mite that lives near magma. Roosts its prey by spitting scorching tar. We want to take care of these fast. Alright, funny Beastfly. Oh, dash away. I'm imagining I probably want to make sure you don't destroy the whole arena, so I, like... Ouch. Want to sort of bait you into destroying the platforms that are easier to deal with being gone. Oh! There we go. Now this is how you dodge enemies and fight. Oh, in an arena. What? You don't smash that guy though? I could have sworn you killed the other enemies, but I guess you're on a different layer or something. Huh. You've learned not to defeat your own minions. Wonderful. Well, for like 2 seconds there I played somewhat acceptably and then immediately started playing poorly again. That's fine. We can quickly knock Savage Beastfly out of the park today. And then we'll end stream. That's certainly a nice accomplishment to end stream on. I wouldn't really call this a massive accomplishment, but it's a thing that we will have done. So that we will at least feel accomplished for the stream. Uh-oh. Hello, start doing ground pounds. Whoops, that was perhaps a silly place to do that. Okay, we are... that was not a good way to go about that. Oh, nice. Thank you for the opportunity to heal. I should maybe be throwing my tools at you. I should have pogoed, and I tried to, but I was too late. Again, I feel like I'm just so slow. I'm just not doing the correct things at all. Very silly on my part. Ooh, good thing I jumped into lava for no reason. Incredible maneuver. All the battle tacticians are wondering how I came up with that one. Incredible. Alright, Savage Beastfly, get back here. Again, the bench is so close. There's basically no run back to speak of. I don't know what people are complaining about. Complete mystery. Let's throw a tool at you. Oh my goodness, I almost just died there. Like, the thing is, I enjoy very much when you, like, do a boss fight and there's lots of attacks everywhere and then you kind of just weave through them. So that's why I'm, like, particularly... Oh, why did I dash into that? That's where the enemy is. That's why I'm, like, particularly frustrated when I fail to do so. Because I'm doing a boss fight, and every time that I just get hit by an attack, even if I do survive and heal, that means I've, like, wasted an opportunity to do a fun dodge. To, like, weave through the boss fight elegantly. Which is what is sad. How did that even happen? I thought I would lure you over and then you'd ground pound where I was standing, but I guess that's not quite how it works. You come... it's rather that you ground pound every set amount of time, not when you get above me. So that's, I guess, good to know. And my strategy of luring you to a certain location might not work as well. That's fine, we shall try again. Okay, watch this. I will pogo and then I will dodge. And everything... Whoops! Why do I do that? That's like the 5th time I'm doing that, where I just jump into the boss for no reason at all. Yeah, look. The boss... absolutely doesn't ground pound when it gets above me. It ground pounds whenever it feels like. Oh, you're above me? That's fine. I will heal up here. Oh, whatever. At least we got 1 bit of health from that. Oh, but now I can't heal because I haven't got the soul for it. Right, you've spawned an enemy. I want to take care of them fast because I don't want lava in the arena. Uh-oh. You're dashing up there. That's fine. I can dash pretty quickly out of a heal, actually. So if I feel like I'm about to get hit, I should just try to dash. Worst case scenario, I'm like still in heal mode and can't dash. But best case scenario, I do get to dash. Also, I should be using the dash to like evade these attacks, which I haven't been doing so far. Right. The fact that also it... Uh-oh. The fact that it doesn't like wait until it's above me to ground pound might actually be helpful sometimes also. Oh, why did I do that again? I'm just jumping into the boss for fun. Let's heal. Right, and the fact that I can... I should maybe be using the fact that I can dash downwards more. I feel like that could be handy. Oh, that's what I want to do. I want to bait you to ground pound into lava. Because that means you're not smashing a platform. Given that lava isn't a platform. Oh, you're coming up from right under me. I think that is where you do wait to be where I am, though. Oh. Let's get rid of the lava bug. I have managed to avoid the lava ending up on the floor pretty successfully, I'd say. Ever since that first time when I, you know, didn't know that that was gonna happen. Yes, ground pound. Ground pound again. Yes, and now into the lava. And now you show up under me. Yes. So where they show up is based on my position. Uh-oh. Oh. That's fine. Everything's going great. I will heal now. And then I dash down. Oh, well. You are also dashing down. Nice. You got inspired by me. By my down dashing move. But you can't do that. That's not allowed. Copyrighted. Oh, I was hoping that the platform would be gone. Can you ground pound into the lava, please? No, you can't. Awfully rude of you. Awfully inconsiderate too. Oh my goodness. I almost dashed into the lava. There we go. Let's do that. Nice. Ugh. I don't want to jinx anything, but I'm kind of getting the hang of things, I feel. actually getting into boss fight mode, sort of. Again, very unfortunate that we started off with such pathetic failures, but... Uh-oh. Oh! Ooh, that was close. Kind of lucky, kind of scuffed. I should be pogoing more. Well, looks like I won't get the chance. Hold on, don't kill me while the boss is doing their death animation. This would be a silly way to die. I still remember in that Crow's Farm demo when, like, the final boss of the demo, I killed it on the same frame that I died. So we both died. It still counted the defeat, but that was very funny. Wish updated. Right. Again, not too happy about how much trouble that dealt me, and I should have played the needle in. I guess I didn't have time. What is this? Horn fragment. Hardened chunk of horned skull collected from a defeated savage beastfly. Right. Grand hunt. Turn in the horn fragment to Bellheart's wishball and collect the reward. Right, this is meant to be a mask shard, I think, that we get from here. That's fine. I'm not in a particular rush to get there. And I did say I would end the stream after this fight. But, well, there's also this grapple point that we have right around here. Not this one, although these ones are also grapple points. I wonder if they do something, because it's not only a way to ascend, it's also a way to, like, pull down a lever. Ooh, stray one, do tell, how goes the journey? I have ventured high, seen the citadel and its state. That place is long lost, generations lost, a gilded tomb drowned in silk dregs. For its minions, so compelled in my capture, I now see clearly the source of their unity and their strange strength. They are husks bound tight by the one who waits at its crest. Ah, look at you, seeing right through to the truth of it. Closer even than I dare to dig. But then you're clearly of the countenance to be coping with such heady stuff. Now, best you be heading, you're clearly planning to stir up some serious trouble. I don't want to be close when it kicks off. That's fine, you're in this far corner of the world anyway. Have I ever played the needle in for you? Probably not. Fix the fabric, roll the hem. We definitely haven't heard that before. Darn it, stitch it. Damn it, sorry. Fix the fabric, roll the hem. Spin and spin, forget the dead. Mend the tears and twine the thread. No, it does say darn it, not damn it. What? Is that like a yarn seamstress term? Perhaps? Yeah, so we have that grapple point now. Though this being such an out-of-the-way thing, I think this might end up being a chapel. I don't know. So I'm kind of afraid this will turn out to be another challenge. I guess we'll see. Because it would be nice to wrap things up over here. Now, we've been to the right. Yeah, we got the weave net. We found our first weave nest there, and we got some sort of fast running ability. There we go. Finally, this thing has... Like, we found this ages ago, and we've been wondering how to get here. Is there anything above? Not really. Oh, I like the sound that makes. That little, like, bony noise. Is this a flint bug? No, I think that's probably just an explodey bit of floor. Oh, you've just blocked me in, haven't you? Oh, that's so cool of you. I love when you do that. Funny spikes to pogo on. I guess you're not expected to know how to pogo on them, because you could simply use the Drifter's Cloak, and, well, by the point that you get here, you almost definitely have it. I guess you could also use the grapple. I don't imagine there's any way to get here without the cloak, but I could be wrong. Will that open the way back up? Although, wait, hold on. But the entrance is blocked off. I wonder if I respawned at a bench, what that would look like. Like, would the entrance be unblocked off? Could I open it from outside? Or maybe they've probably actually reset my spawn out here, I would imagine. Or in here, rather, not out here. We're inside a location, not outside a location. Well, there might be a different location that we're outside of, but we're certainly in somewhere. This is sort of reminding me of, Joni's Repose in Hollow Knight? Or the entrance to Joni's Repose, I guess. Also slightly reminiscent of the Abyss. I'm afraid of missing secrets on the side of this room, but perhaps I shouldn't be too worried about that. Can't see where I'm falling, that's fine. Where am I headed? I think I might not have been too wrong about thinking that this might be like a sort of suspicious secret sort of endgame area. Because it is like a very out-of-the-way place to come back to. With a relatively late game ability. Wait, I don't think I ever realized that you can bounce off a wall while you're drifting with the Drifter's Cloak. That's kind of cool. Okay. Boss fight? Oh, for sure. Fourth chorus again? Savage Beast by 3? I don't know. No more ground. Who is this? Oh. Oh, it's gonna be an arena then. Oh, I was going to use a silk thing, but a threat storm, but I didn't have any silk for it. Oh, I love these, like, massive explosions that show up. Oh, you're gonna spit lava at me. I know that. We've seen you before. Although we did just see you for the first time recently. We happen to have seen you just recently.
Just a couple of moments ago we saw you for the first time, and we already have your final Hunter's Journal comment. Its sticky spit would no doubt make useful crafting material if it molded fresh. Unfortunately, I cannot stop to experiment. Indeed, Hornet is busy. Very busy. We... Ouch. Want to not get hit by that double attack is what I was going to say. Oh, good. Oh, good. This is not good, actually. I should not call things good, which actually aren't. Okay, we're totally fine, though. You could probably do this arena without touching the ground once. Oh, and maybe I should try. Oh, watch out. Oh, this is not good. I'm gonna die. I'm going to die. We are so dead. Oh, no. Okay. Not the best performance, but that's acceptable, I suppose. Could have gone worse. Let's try that again. I'm now curious what the entrance is gonna look like. Shouldn't be too hard to get my thing back. Oh, watch out. Shouldn't be... Ooh, watch out. Shouldn't be too hard to get my cocoon back, I imagine. I like that those spiky things that we were collecting earlier. I like that they don't shoot out the spikes unless you actually bother them. That's certainly nice. Oh, I should probably be using my dash move also, but that does consume silk. Okay, so this just collapses whenever you enter and doesn't stay collapsed before... What am I thinking? I'm falling into spikes for fun. We did open up a shortcut, I think. Or, well, I don't know. No, we didn't, actually. That's not true at all. Ouch. That's quite a funny descent to have before you get down to the arena. I think the answer is just... Oh my goodness. I think the answer is just don't die in the arena. You could, of course, also simply float down with the Drifter's Cloak the whole way. Alright. In the arena we are again. Let's heal. Oh, even the floor is reset. It just fully resets everything, as if you had never been here. I guess that makes sense. I don't know how else you would do this. Right. Not a first try arena completion, but perhaps we can do it on the second. Pretty fun, though. I like the way that these platforms disappear. Ouch. And I also don't think we've heard this music before. This is not the way to win. We mustn't get hit by any lava. Oh, what a silly way to die. Okay, come on. Surely we can defeat this area real quick. It is past midnight, but only by 5 minutes. We can do this. Absolutely we can. Yes, I just said that I like how those don't shoot out spikes without you disturbing them, but then I went ahead and disturbed them. Fortunately, we didn't get hit by the spike. Now, I think what the mistake we made last time was, well, first of all, spaghettiing in the arena, but also taking more than half our health of damage on the way back. So let's avoid that sort of thing. Don't fall into the spikes here or there or anywhere. I wonder if I can, like, find a section of screen where you can simply fall straight down without worrying about the spikes. Oh my goodness. Well, it certainly wasn't that vertical column. I guess columns are vertical in general. Okay, we got that. It's nice that they don't have the arena activated as you enter. So if you want to, like, regroup and get your silk back, you can do so. Oh my god, I'm so bad at aerial combat. It's not even funny. I was gonna say that, like, I'm sure the way to go about this would be to just keep pogoing everyone. But we also know that I'm no good at that. Yeah, I need to be using my Silk Spear more. Or not Silk Spear. This thing. Ouch. Not like that, though. Because we need that to get in here, so it's quite reasonable that they would expect you to use this here, or that it would at least be quite helpful. Ooh, no, I was gonna dash, and I could have used my Silk Spear. I could have done a lot of things. And I simply didn't. Alright, but the Silk Spear, or the claw thing itself doesn't really deal almost any damage, it seems. We hit that enemy quite a few times and it didn't die. Or maybe it does, like, base elements of damage. Look at that, a lava freaking... Oh, it's a climb section. That's cool. And again, we haven't heard this music before, for sure. What? You're kidding me. Oh, you're kidding me, Hornet. You're so funny, you didn't even pogo on that. What a cool section. Might be my favorite place of the game, but that we've found so far. I was gonna pogo that! No. Okay, those disappear. Don't try to pogo. Got it. Understood. Alright, we knew that they disappear. They're blue. That's what the blue platforms do.
Okay, it is quite unfortunate that I, like, perished in the lava several times, or... Well, yeah, but I just kind of got hazard respawn several times here. Oh, good thing that we already checked that top right path, because otherwise this might be quite confusing. You might take that path and then get trapped. Lava? Hello? Oh, okay. We go upwards still. What a cool section. Again, I'm not too happy about how well I did here. But that's almost definitely one of my favorite areas that we found in Silksong so far. Very cool. I wish that arena had been longer. Oh my goodness, I just realized we haven't found any place that's like the Colosseum of Fools yet. And I hope there is one. I'd love to get like an actual longer enemy gauntlet. They've had more enemy gauntlets, like enemy arena gauntlet things in this game than they ever did in Hollow Knight, I think. But, well, most of them have been pretty short. So I certainly hope there are more. And I'm surprised there was only one thing, like, you know, one instance of having an arena like the one where Chakra helps you out. When it happened once, I figured that, like, they'd have it happen at least one other time. But no, that's been the only instance of something like that. Now, I think I was suspicious of this here, but I'm no longer suspicious of it. We've seen other shell shard deposits like that. And they have not been very significant. Oh, I am on low health. That's fine. You know what's also interesting is that in this game... Hold on. Could I go needle in up there? In this game, our Dream Nail equivalent doesn't give us any silk. It instead consumes silk. So we don't have like a free way to grind infinite soul off of an enemy like we do in Hollow Knight. That is a difference. I don't know if it matters too much, because I don't know how well... Like, that just wouldn't mesh well with this game, perhaps. Since you're meant to be moving around all the time. You're not going to be sitting next to an enemy anyway. Able to, you know, stand still and Dream Nail them. Although I guess it could work a different way, but I think that might just get overpowered. Just, you know, keep it simple. You hit your enemy with the needle and then that's how you get silk. Anyway, that is going to be where we call it for today. I streamed a bit longer than I intended to, but also it sounds like it was a long stream, 1.5 hours. We did accomplish some things. We fought the Savage Beastfly and we finally explored this bottom right part. We did like a gauntlet. Oh, and we fought Morwing. And we rescued Tip, so you know what? I'd say we got a decent bit of quests done today. We didn't find the silver bells. We didn't do any of the like collectathon quests, the pin things or the meal. But in general, we're pretty... I'd say we made good progress today. Not in terms of the story, but certainly we cleaned up some things back in the other places. So I guess next time we will head back to Bellheart to see what Tip has got to say. Or which one did you rescue? Well, whichever one had the quest. Tip's brother pill, yeah. So Tip will maybe give us something. Maybe we'll find something else to do in there. In any case, that will be for next time. I will end stream for today. Thank you for watching and goodbye.